With one of our northern-based drivers. This is 702 Tom Horton making his way all the way down to race tonight with this very lovely replicated vehicle in his number and name. Good afternoon, Thomas.
Good afternoon, Monty.
So immediately off the bat, you've gone for probably one of the better, more ruddy options for tonight, the Merc Saloon, with of course replicated by I don't know what driver in real life, but you can tell us
Jamie,
when you tell us more
Jamie
about
P.
the car.
Found it off Mr. Ray Smith. Bought it off him very kindly. Didn't I, Ray? Bought it a few.
Yeah,
Spent a week stripping it, then building it, then got SJ down to sign right. Very wonderful car.
yep, lovely indeed. You are uh, very excited to go on the world grid tonight. Not a very common driver winning championships, but you do have the pace to get there. What do you think you'll do tonight when it comes to the grid? Because we had the grid, George, moments ago, and it was a very good and questionable grid. Let's just say that. But what do you think you'll
Questionable.
do from where you'll start?
Hopefully win it from bloody third, because 1600 world I started from 11th and got to about third until I got stopped on Oppo.
Yep, you'll never know what happens around the Vauxhall
Yeah,
Stadium.
it's anyone's game, really. It's anyone's game, really. Anyone's.
Yep. You'll never know what happens because on that start, it could be Will that gets going, or otherwise, maybe him and Vinny come together and get stuck instantly. You never know what's going to happen until that green flag drops later tonight. Um, as a final few things to say before we depart, do you think you can win it this year? If you can't, what championship do you think you can win after the off season?
After the off season, there's champs. I could win that. Championship I should have won this year was Supreme. We all know what happened then on that last bend. We
Yeah.
all know what happened that last bend.
Yeah, we all do indeed. And before we go away, Thomas, do you have anything you want to quickly say before we move on to the next person?
Thank you for the car, and cheers for Alfie bringing the car down, because since my wagon was in servicing, so I was like, Alfie, pick my car up, please.
Right,
And
thank you.
cheers for all the lads at TWT helping building it as well.
Thank you very much, Thomas, for your time. We'll move on to the next person now. With 522, Ryan Fine, the uprising sign writer and entertainer here in the RCR promotions on World Final Night, not disappointing with his material in a Ford LTD. Hello, Ryan, born in the USA, Mr. Man.
Hello.
So, of course, people might think the entertainers of the year like to go for a ride in the world final. In real life, a lot of them did. You've kind of threw that role in the bin and you've just grabbed the biggest thing you can find and sign ripped the hell out of it. Can you please explain your thought process behind this vehicle?
Yeah, so I had the older version at World of Shale, and it was really good. Probably my favorite car that I've used so far in RCR, and they've recently let us use a newer version in the regulations. So I had one sitting about, built it up, made it look nice, and now we're here.
Yep, very good to see with the lovely, lovely colours and the sign writing. What's your game plan for the main race? It's pretty obvious what it is, but just for the viewers at home that are less familiar with 522.
So basically, I was going to do this anyway, but now that my teammate's on pole, because I'm fourth, I'm on the outside. I'm gonna spin it round immediately and go on upper.
Yep, that's the attitude we love to see, spicing up the main race immediately. Do you think you can help Will claim his second in a row?
Yes, but I can see something happening. I can see him like me going for someone, and then he hits me on accident, and then we'll spar us out. But positive thoughts.
Yeah, that's what we want to see. Very positive thoughts of indeed. Um, you're not going to be alone on the oppo. There's going to be definitely someone else either on turn two or with you on that bend to potentially stop Will. So it's going to be an interesting bit of material and a bit of racing happening later on when the green flags drop for that one. Um, since you've got all these big cars, do you have anything spicing up in the future you want to bring? Because we do have some nice meetings coming up. We have the Raw Build meeting coming up not too long into the future, and we do have the All Granadas meeting coming up as well.
Yeah, so the All Raws meeting, I think it falls on a day that I've got to take my kids to parents' evening, so it's not looking too good. All Granadas, I'd love to do that one if I can. I've seen the Siamese one. Definitely going to do that if I can as well.
Yep, love to see it. We'll definitely see you in the future at their meetings, and well, hopefully we'll get some good entertainment out of you tonight, and may the best person stop the best leader, I guess, or the best person stop second, because this main race is going to be good with that yank on the foreign bend.
You will. Thank you very much.
So here I am with 194 Luke Scully, one of our Irish drivers here in the RCR promotions, in Team Predator tonight in an XJ or X300, one of the two. I do get upset with Jags; they have funny names. Good afternoon, Luke.
Good afternoon, Monty. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm sure you're buzzing for the racing later on with the main world final finally here. What do you think you're
Yeah,
going to do in that main race? Because it is going to be a very
put my foot
interesting one.
down.
You're starting off the back with the last chances.
And put my foot down and hope for the best.
Yep, that's what we love to hear. Get your head down and get on with it. 25 laps is quite a lot of laps. It does catch a lot of our drivers out. Do you have what it is, and do you have what it takes to stay up on pace in those every single lap and get to the end?
I don't know. Just again, pray to God. Just really just pray that I don't get picked up and buried in a pile up.
Yep, that is probably the best plan you can probably think of. That's nothing else you can really plan for until it happens. Racing under the floodlights here at Vauxhall Stadium. Now we'll move on to your car. I'm having a little bit of voice cracks here, am I? We'll move on to your car, your X300. Give us a bit of backstory with this machine and how you got it painted.
Well, it was a road car at once. At one stage, it was. Got a little bit bored with it, and I was like, you know what? It'll come in very handy for World Final. So stripped it out, got it prepped, sent it off for painting. Took 2 days to paint. Weirdly, 2 days.
Yeah, you can be quite busy, and sometimes you don't have the time to finish it all in one go. So that is quite
Yeah.
understandable. Before we continue and move on to our next people, is there anything else you want to say to the lovely viewers at home before we depart and see you officially later, either in the grandstand or on the main grid?
Just say a massive thank you to everyone on Team Predators and everyone who helped with the car.
Yeah, that's good to hear, Luke, and we'll see you later on the main grid at Vauxhall for the World Final, and I'll be very happy to see you come out in this vehicle. With the retaining world champion at 918, Will Anderson, going for a second gold tonight. Hello, Will. How are you doing on this fine afternoon?
I'm doing good, mate. I'm doing good.
That's good to hear. So, of course, straight out of the back, you've gone for one of the two quick options for any track. This is the Ford Scorpio Saloon. Very nicely presented vehicle. Can you tell us a bit more about this one?
Yeah, I mean, I got it midway through the year, probably about July, August time. We've been working on it since that point, and about a few days ago, actually, I got it painted, and well, now we're here.
Yeah, we were here indeed. So, straight off the back, of course, you're in a brand new team. You did join them not too long ago, and well, it's fair to say they are going to support you all the way. We did have an interview with Ryan earlier, and he has already stated he is giving you the best of hand he can tonight in that Ford LTD. With all your teammates behind you and etc., with starting on pole as well, do you think you can go ×2?
Well, you don't know until the end of the race, but I'm going for it. Yeah, I'd like to make it ×2.
Yeah, that's very good to hear. And hopefully you can do it, because you'll be the first in, well, I think the league's history to be the first to do the World Final twice in one row. So we'll see how that gets on later tonight when the green flags drop after the parade. So before we move on to our latter stages and before the start time gets ever so closer, do you have anything you want to say to anyone at home before we send you on your way to prepare for the main race?
I just want to thank Ryan Thine for the paint job, and just a massive thanks for everyone in the garage putting the work in to get this car ready. But apart from that, yeah, I've got nothing else to say.
Yeah, that's good to hear from you, Will, and we'll see you later on in the main race with the lovely gold on your roof, potentially for the last time, potentially not. We'll find out. With probably one of the longest travelling members of the RCR Racing Promotions tonight for the main event. He is not qualified, so we are into last chance country. Not in the UK, however. He comes all the way from the French waters. Good afternoon, PJ Campbell.
Yes, hello indeed.
So straight off the back, you do not want to disappoint with the meetings you come to, because you have to travel such a long way to do them, and you've decided to come in one of the biggest cars racing tonight, this Rolls-Royce Silver Shadow. So give us a bit of history behind the vehicle, because we all do love a bit of backstory.
The car. So, basically, the car, it's not mine, actually. Originally, somebody bought it, and turns out it was a stolen car back in the day. So they had to resell it. It was some right finicky stuff. So they ended up selling it to me for almost nothing. I paid nothing for it. It was brand new. I drove it for a little bit, and then I realised that I could just bang a race it, because it's actually a really good car for this sort of stuff. It's big, it's actually surprisingly fast, and it's really sturdy. And yeah, that's how this car came to be.
Yeah, that's good to hear. Although, to be fair, not a lot of stolen cars have been raced in the past. Just not everyone knows which ones were. Of course, you have people racing tonight. You're not really a team, but you do have a family member in the racing tonight, and I've had some talks at the pits that she doesn't know what's going on. But it's good to see you bringing in more people to the community. So that's good to see. Now, as an actual question for tonight, do you think you can qualify through the last shards? Because there's barely any way you're going to get in tonight.
Well,
And
the answer's simple. No, I just race for the fun of it. Honestly, you come here, you come here just to have fun, don't you? Well, that's my point, and that's why I only race on weekends too, because I can't come as often. Boat price is expensive. So yeah, I just come here every once when there's a weekend. And yeah, just have a good time. Really, I mean, I'm not planning to win anything. I haven't won anything yet, so I mean, I don't really care.
at least you have a race win to your name. So that's good.
Yeah, that's VRC.
Never mind then. You haven't won nothing here yet in that case. Before we depart ways in the interview area, would you like to say anything? You want to give anyone shout outs or something, or like a company business or something? Just for the people at home. Do say hello to.
I'll give a shout out to my family. I would give a shout out to I'll give a really good shout out. Shout out to the hospital that cured my mum, because my mum actually had I don't know what you call it in French, in English, I mean, but basically her lungs stopped working properly, and like she had to go to hospital and shit. People there were amazing. I'd thank obviously Ray for hosting the event, hosting the league, which is a beautiful league. About that, I would also thank a beautiful person, Caleb.
Okay.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Apart
Yeah,
from one woman, that's the first person that's called me beautiful. Anyways, we'll move on to our next last chance person, and we'll see you in the pit lane and under the last chance racing grids later, PJ.
Yeah, no problem.
Right. With 2:32, Cameron Nelson, one of our Scottish drivers in the RCR Promotions racing scene. Very good afternoon to you, Cammy, another BOS driver that I've managed to find an interview.
Yeah,
So straight off the back, you are. I'm pretty sure you're not in tonight's main grid.
No,
or
I'm not,
the-
sadly.
Yep, you'll be going through in the last chance. Do you think you can qualify in tonight's last chance? There's a decent amount of
Yeah.
spots, but it's all first come, first serve.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think I can.
All right, that's good to hear. We'll see if you can really do it later on to nights. It is going to be a hectic one. There is quite a lot of cars in both for the last chance, and you know how brutal Vauxhall is. So it's going to be one of those nights for you lots. But as a
Yeah.
next question, this is a little frog, another car that all the BOS seemingly love to use, frogs. Do you want to give us a little backstory on where this car came from?
Yeah, well, I mean, it just came from like the BOS card, and I managed to get Ryan to paint it. Then I don't know, and then Ray decided he would love just sign it for me. So, but this car did debut at the final round of AWS. And then I just thought, why not bring it out one more time? Obviously, I'm not qualified for Worlds, so I don't need a fresh car. So, and then I decided to bring this out one more time, see if I can kill it off, and get a new one. So,
Yep, that's fair enough, Cammy, for you. A very fast car, so you could have a chance at getting in tonight, as you said. But if you don't, have a bit of fun, kill it off, that kind of stuff. As a
yeah.
quick note for the little interview we got going on, do you think Will Anderson is going to keep two tonight?
I reckon. Well, I mean, he's obviously off pole, so but the last few times he's been off pole at championships, he's been taken out. So, but good. I don't. I think the luck might change for him tonight. I think he might go on and win it.
Yep, a lot of
Obviously,
confidence.
with 2 or 3 BOS out there, I think they'll try to help him.
Yep, that is quite a lot of confidence. Of course, I spoke to Ryan earlier, and he was quite confident Will could win it tonight. So we'll see what actually happens when the green flags drop. And as a final note before we depart, do you have anything you want to personally say to the people at home?
Yeah, I just want to thank the family for obviously getting the managing to have enough money to buy me a high ab to get down here, and obviously we all had to put enough money in, so and the fuel and that. They're still at the hotel because they're lazy, so.
Yeah, thank you very much, Cammy.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much, Cammy. I got out in the end. And we'll see you later on in tonight's main events, as well as the last chance. We'll see you in, I think, one of the two of them. I haven't looked at the heat split, so I don't know.
I think
And
it's the first
if
one.
you make it in, we'll see you then. If